Hey guys, Static here, and today on Dungeon Guide we're going to be covering Veteran Hard Mode Darkshade Caverns 1. As with most version 1s of dungeons, the mobs in this dungeon really don't have a whole lot of extra mechanics. You just have ranged, healers, melee, stay out of red. Every special attack this boss has can be interrupted, so make sure if you're the tank to really focus on bashing her even though there is trash around. Her offensive attack is much like the Templar's Vampire's Bane, which is a fireball that applies a dot to you. She also does self-healing and AoE healing, all of which can be interrupted. This boss's regular attacks are Lightning Staff light attacks. He also picks a random target and throws a poison ball, which results in a small AoE on the ground. His next attack is a large AoE lightning explosion around him. He will then reposition himself to another part of the room and start summoning adds. These are his only mechanics and he repeats them throughout the fight. This boss's mechanics are pretty straightforward. The first thing your tank is going to want to do is turn the boss around, as his conal attack, which does stagger you whether you're blocking or not, will hit the party otherwise. The next thing he will do is summon a group of adds. They'll appear underneath the feet of a random party member and they will get stunned if they don't move. They burn down relatively quickly. The next move is this giant AoE. I see a lot of groups freaking out and trying to get out of range of it, but it's way too large when all it takes is one bash to end it. This boss is probably the simplest boss fight in the game. He will turn to a random party member, put a giant AoE poison on the ground, don't stand in that, and then just stand back and tank his light attacks. After you clear the mob at the top of the hill, don't forget to take a right here. This leads to the next boss, and if you forget to go back here, it's going to mess up your pledge. This boss's mechanics are pretty straightforward, but can hit actually pretty hard. The first being a spinning heavy attack that you can block. The next is an AoE smash, and then a charged AoE cleave that he will follow you, you just kite him. Try not to stand in that, as it actually can kill some squishy targets. As you cross the river, don't forget to activate hard mode by reading the scroll to your right. Pull all the mobs out from in front of the boss to you, as you don't need to fight them at the same time as fighting the boss. After they're cleared, he'll make his way to you and the boss fight begins. The first thing your tank will want to do is pull this boss to where he's not pointing at any party members for this cleave. The next thing he'll do is squat, which summons spiders which get a green aura around them, which will actually heal the boss if he stands in them. The next is a heavy attack. You have to block this or it is a death. He will then generally for a time just go back and forth between his cleave attack and his heavy attack, so just keep blocking. This next attack will fire missiles into the air at one target chosen at random. You can generally just do-si-do square dance around and not get hit by these. His next attack is a very powerful spinning AoE attack that you must kite. He will pick his target at random. As you see, he chases Wiko here, but he can switch. As you see, he is now attacking me. So watch out for this, always keep moving and just kite away. It is worth mentioning that if your group has low damage and the fight drags on, there can be a lot of these healing spiders all over the place. So you do have the option of attacking the spiders and destroying them so he no longer can be healed by them. This also just gives you much more room to avoid the boss's mechanics in general, so it's just a good rule of thumb to try and keep the area clear. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Please smash that like and subscribe button below for future content releases. I really appreciate the support everybody's been showing me. So I want to just say thank you to each and every one of you. It really means a lot to me. See you guys later and catch you next time.